Okay, the first thing we're gonna cover is toiletries. You need to bring toothpaste. The Japanese toothpaste doesn't have fluoride. Specific shampoos for the women and some of the guys, and electronic razor, because that comes in handy in all sorts of
Okay,
ways.
the second thing we're going to cover is pretty much clothes, what you need to bring for clothing. I would recommend if you're coming during spring semester, so not fall, not when it's really cold out, one light jacket, probably only one or two sweatshirts, just because it is really warm and you will probably end up overpacking, plus they're kind of heavy. A couple pairs of pants, a lot of shorts, a lot of t-shirts and tank tops. And then you can also get those at different shopping areas around here, like Uniqlo or Seiyu or anything really. They all have t-shirts that you can buy, but bringing your own, obviously, the sizes will be right. And then the last thing that you would probably want to bring is going to be swim trunks, because although there aren't a lot of beaches around here, Nagasaki, there are places where you can take a ferry to, different islands that you can go to that you can swim at and stuff like that. Plus, during the rainy season, it might be a good idea to have swim trunks too, because it pours. There's too much rain and you get soaked. For people staying the whole year though, I would recommend more pairs of pants too, just because it does get colder. And then you'd also want to bring probably a little bit heavier of a jacket. It's not going to get too cold if you're used to colder weather anywhere from Wisconsin, Idaho, anything like that. That's pretty cold weather, but anything else is going to be fine. And yeah, that's what you should bring for clothing.
The third thing we're going to talk about is miscellaneous items. The first thing you should bring is like pencils, because they're really expensive over here and you can get them really cheap in the States. And the second thing you should bring is like a book or some form of entertainment, because I mean, you could get books over here, but bring a book that you're very comfortable with. It's very nice outside, so you could read outside as well. Another thing you should bring is a large bath towel. Since you already have a bath towel you're comfortable with, you can use it in any form. There's onsens, there's which are hot springs, where they require you to bring a bath towel, and you might need a bath towel for the beaches or pools or etc.
Some more miscellaneous items that we would recommend you bringing is going to be surge protectors. Mainly a power strip, not exactly the surge protector type. Just get a long power strip, one that has the 3-prong outlets, because every outlet here, although you can plug an adapter into it or any type of plug into it, it doesn't have the 3rd prong. So having that 3rd prong on the actual strip, you can plug multiple things in at once, and you don't have to worry about charging and using up too many outlets, especially if you bring a gaming system, a small television, anything like that. Another thing that I would recommend is, especially if you're coming from anywhere in Europe, would be the converters. The converters and the transformers, because Europe uses different power wattage and also the power output. The plugs are also completely different. Japan has similar plugs to the US, so most of them can fit, but the majority of the European ones do not at all. The last thing I would recommend bringing would be like a large pair of headphones, like a pair of nice ones, usually ones that cancels out sound. Not that there's a lot of sound here either, especially at school, but it's nice to have when you want to cancel out all sound whenever you're downtown or anything like that, or even at the beach or something.
These are the following things that you don't need to bring that can be found at the 100-yen store, like umbrellas, mirrors, and especially school supplies. Paper over here are used in a different size, so if you bring a file or anything of that sort, it might not fit right, and they use clear files here, so they're a little different.